Hello all, Tech Geek 311 here. Got another app review and tutorial. This time we're going to cover My Checkbox. Alright, today's app review and tutorial is going to cover a productivity app called My Checkbox. I'm going to go into the App Store so I can show you a little bit more about what this app is. This is basically a calendar and to-do app both combined into one. So as you can see below, it gives you your full calendar. You can see within the calendar it has your to-dos already written in there, so no dots, no lines, nothing like that. You can see that you can also go to your list. Each list can show today, tomorrow. You also have in here the creation screen, where you can actually star the to-dos, you can underline them, set the due time. This is your creation details right here. You can see the title, the date, the repeat, the alarm, the importance, any memos you need. And then of course you have the settings, where you can use the badge, so you can have the app badge icon when you need it. You can also sync it to other backup sites like Dropbox. So down here you see that they have the description, gives you everything in here, says you can highlight, underline, star, gives you various fonts, and you can see that it's been updated as early as January 8th of this year. So we're in July right now. I'm hoping that they update this for iOS 7, but at least it's been updated within this year. Now they have an in-app purchase for this app. Unfortunately I cannot read the language, but what I assumed it was is that it included the app badge and included some more little features when I upgraded it, but unfortunately it's not translated for English. You can see that they have the version history, so you can see that this app came out back in December of 2011 and updated last January of this year. You can also see the developers info and see how many other apps they have as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into My Checkbox. We'll go ahead and show you the app a little bit. I have it sort of set up for a few things. Let's go back in the past, go into one of my ones I did. You can see where it says the name of the title within the calendar. You see a little red circle in there that tells you how many I have for that day. The one you see in purple, which is today's date, that always the current date is going to be shown in purple. You can see that I have them checked off below, and then you can see one of them down there has a little pin to it. If you go in there, then you can kind of see what I did in my creation. So now you can choose anything you want in any calendar. You can go to any date, you can pick the date. You notice that date will show up on the bottom. Any one of these dates that I choose. You have a little arrow that you can switch the view, so you can take away the month, leave the month. You have these little lines on the left. This tells you what list you have. If you have a date, it tells you today, gives you the next, and so forth. Now let's go back in the calendar. I'm going to go, if you want to go back to your current day, you hit that little today button. Brings you right back to today. We're going to go into that little spindle on the top for the settings. Alright, so settings, we have the font select. You can select what kind of font you want this to-do app to have. You have plenty to choose from, all different crazy kinds. You have badge use. This will allow you to have the app icon badge, and that does update after midnight for your next days, so you don't have to worry about doing that. Now this one that says calendar badge off. Now you notice when I showed you the little green or pink or whatever color it was that showed you how many I had per day. If you turn this off, that will turn that off as well. So you'll just have whatever the to-do is on there. You can also calculate D-Day. And I'm not quite sure what calculate D-Day is, but you can figure out, I think more what it is you can say, alright, from today to next Thursday, how many days is that? and you can calculate it. So like, let's say we go from today, let's go to the 16th, for example. And we're going to say to add, let's say I want to figure out 20 days from now. It'll give me the date, whatever it is. Okay? And that's basically what calculating D-Day is. You can do that for anything that you want. Now, I have mine synced to Dropbox. Dropbox is great for backup and restore. This is by far the only to-do app that I know of that has a calendar and a to-do that also can backup and restore from Dropbox. You can set it for auto backup. This will automatically sync it to your Dropbox every time you want. I love this feature the most because that way if I ever have to delete it or I ever get a new phone or whatever, it's very easy to restore it. Now they also give you some how to use YouTube videos. So you can go to YouTube and see those. You have the contact us, but remember it is going to be in a different language. They will get back to you, it's just going to take a little while longer. You can also set a passcode lock if you don't want anyone to go in there and check out and see what to-dos you have. So it does give you that settings. So we're going to go in here, go into add, and I'll show you how we can add a to-do for today. So we can go in here and we can say, let's test this app. Now if I hit done, it's just going to bring it into there and it's going to put whatever date that I had it set. I had that one set on the 16th, so that's fine. Now we're going to tap on it and it's going to bring us into an edit screen. Now you can either do this while you're adding, or you can do this later on. And then of course we can set a repeat every week, month, or year. We can set the alarm. You can set a time. So I can set here either all day or I can set a certain time. So if I turn off all day, it gives me all my times now to use. I can set the importance however I want it, and I can set a memo in here. Done, hit save. Now you notice how it's highlighted and it's got the stars. It's because I set the importance up into 3 stars. If you look on the 16th also in the calendar, you notice that it's highlighted and starred in there as well. Now I don't need this one. I can check it off. And I can also slide across, which brings me back to my edit screen, and hit delete. Now this app does have one downside, and that is because it was only updated in January. If you do set a time for an alert and you happen to go in and change that time before the alert goes off, the original one will still fire. And that is, unfortunately, I've told the developers about this. I haven't seen it fixed yet. If a new update comes around, hopefully they'll fix it. Overall though, this is a very good app. It does update after midnight, so I recommend it if you want something that has a calendar integration as well as your reminders and to-dos. And it doesn't use your iOS calendar or Google either. It's a calendar to-do app basically on its own. Then I recommend this one. So if you need more information on this app, just go to that link below, check it out, and hope you like this video. If you want to leave me any comments, go ahead and leave me some comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will come back to you guys later with some more.